how the footage came out, and because it's not pleasant, you know. Obviously, right. Well, then I need a way to make a complaint. I need a complaint procedure, then, please. Okay, then we're at a bit of an odd one here. We're in RAF Honington. Now I've come down that road there, and I've just stopped at the one stop here to grab a quick bite to eat and a drink. This is the main gates up here. Now, they've got signs up there saying property keep out, very faded, but it is there, and the dog one says RAF dogs on patrol. But this road is definitely a public road going through the RAF Honington land, I would say. Again, so they've got another sign on this side saying Ministry of Defence property keep out. So yeah, the fact that they have those signs either side indicates that you're okay to be up and down here, just not either side of this main road. But there is a bus stop over there. Interesting. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that works. Yeah, we're going to come up and have a look up here, see if they've got any interesting jets or planes or anything standing guard. See if there's anything good to see.
And this is where the entire situation starts to become interesting. At first glance, you have a military installation, a public road, warning signs, and a person taking photographs. That combination can make the situation look suspicious very quickly. But there's an important distinction viewers need to understand. Being near a military site is not automatically the same thing as being inside a restricted area. The location of the photographer matters. The road matters. The signs matter. And most importantly, the actual legal restrictions matter. The aircraft being photographed is also significant because, according to the footage, it has deliberately been placed on display near the entrance. So the obvious question becomes, if something is openly visible from...
Oh yeah? Pardon? I can't hear you. Pardon? Take my helmet off? Why? Well, I am. Well, I am. I'm not deleting anything. Mind your own business. I am, and now I'm taking one of you. Tell me to delete them. Pardon? Can't hear you, lorry's loud.
Oh yeah, perhaps if you take your helmet off, you might hear me.
I don't want to take my helmet off, then I've got to carry it, haven't I?
Why are you taking pictures?
Because you put a plane on display.
What's wrong with putting a plane on display?
Because people want to take pictures of it, it's a part of history.
You have to come in and ask for permission.
Oh, mind your own business, bugger
No,
off.
don't talk to me in that manner.
Bugger off. Oh yeah.
Just wondering why you're out here taking pictures. Obviously you just said
Yeah.
you've got an aircraft on display.
Obviously.
You can do what you want out here on the public highway.
Thank you, try telling her that, mate.
Just to
Like,
make
she,
you aware.
do you know how rude she was? She came out and said, you can't do that, delete them. And I'm like,
the
what
way
the
it is.
hell?
Right, just
No, like, the thing is, if you come out like politely and respectfully,
Yeah.
I'm happy to explain what I'm doing. I'm here making a
Absolutely,
little video, I'm
absolutely.
taking some pictures. It's part of history, man. It's, you know, it's an RAF base. Put a massive plane on display for people to come and look at. Well, and, you know, I know it's like a standing guard, but, you know, people want to come and look at that stuff.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Just to make you aware, bud. Okay.
Yeah.
Quite a busy road.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Probably
I'm a motorbike rider, as you can see. I'm well
Me
aware
too.
of roads.
Motorcyclist.
Yeah. What do you ride?
CB 1001.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. So trucks come rattling up and down here.
Yeah.
Obviously you've got a camera.
Yeah.
People are going to go, ooh, what are you doing, that sort of thing.
Yeah, in a polite way is absolutely fine, got no issue with it. But like when people come out like that, that's just wrong, man. You know what I mean?
It happens. It's going to get
Yeah.
get a reaction. So just keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I just get her name and details? I want to make a complaint, please.
I'm not going to give you her name and details.
Well, I need to make a complaint, unfortunately.
Noted. All
Are
right.
you her superior?
No.
No, right. Well, then I need her
Civilian
details.
staff.
Civilian staff. Right. Well, then I need a way to make a complaint. I need a complaint procedure, then, please. Whatever your complaint procedure is.
I guess you're going to be here a little while.
Yeah, I'll wait for you. But yeah, whatever your complaint procedure is, whether that's a contact note, because I got a
Because you've got
photo.
interest because there's
Yeah.
the camera.
Yeah.
Here comes the first major confrontation. Listen carefully to the language being used. Take the helmet off, stop taking pictures, and then the demand to delete the photographs. These statements may sound authoritative, especially when they are coming from someone associated with a military site. But authority and legal power are two different things. That's a distinction that gets lost in heated encounters all the time. Someone can ask you to stop filming. They can express concern. They can explain why they don't like what you're doing. But whether they can actually compel you to stop is a completely different legal question. And notice something else. The photographer
I just need to go in there, have a chat with people,
Yeah.
know what's going on, just to make you aware.
Yeah.
You may get engaged by a couple of other people,
Yeah.
whether that be service police or.
That's fine. I've got no problem with somebody coming out and having a
Alright.
chat. You know, it's a polite thing, isn't it? That's all you got to do. Like you've been.
It's not going to be a massive flare up or anything.
No,
like
I
that.
hope not.
But people will engage.
Yeah.
As you well
You guys
aware.
are the ones with the guns.
Alright.
It's stupid to come here and flare up with you.
But, yeah.
No, we're not that guy.
Right, no one, but, we're not that.
No.
Just to make you aware as well. Obviously,
Is that Greg's logo? No,
No,
it looked
no,
like
yeah.
Greg's from here. Just see the GS and the blue.
I've had one or
But,
two.
yeah.
Obviously, anything this side of the fence line,
Yeah. Obviously, I won't
you
go
encroach
here.
onto that.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to get.
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely. Obviously, it's very clear where the boundaries and that are, isn't it? You
Also,
know.
be aware. You're probably aware already because your bike's parked down there. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so family quarter areas. You've seen the.
Yeah, it's all like the no entry signs into the quarters areas. And
You
that,
know what
yeah.
you're in the
Shop now, yeah?
Yeah, parked down at the shop. I thought I'd grab some lunch, and while I was here, comes out for a ride. I thought, well, I'm here, come get some videos and some shots of this and that. So it's an interesting site, isn't it?
nice part of the world, but
Yeah.
It's on TikTok or
Pardon?
it's on TikTok.
No, I don't have TikTok. YouTube's usually where I go. Yeah.
So username?
Huh? Oh, I'm not going to give you that. But you'll find it if
You'll
you want to
find
watch
yourself
it.
out
Yeah.
No,
also,
I'm just thinking, are you the guy that normally takes videos and stuff?
I mean, there's loads of people that do it. Isn't
There's
there?
a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of us.
there's also nurseries and stuff down that way. You know
Yeah.
what people like about.
Yeah, obviously,
children,
yeah.
that
I've got
sort of
no
thing.
interest in
All
filming
right,
none of that.
But like I said,
yeah.
just to make you aware, I'm obviously going to go just give a report back in there about what's
Yeah,
going on.
but
If you want,
yeah.
I think we've got some information packs and stuff like that. Give you a bit of history of the station and things like that. Would you like one?
Yeah, that'd be. I haven't got a rucksack or anything. I don't think if it'll fit
It's
in my
literally
pocket.
in an envelope, so you can shove it.
Oh,
in
yeah,
your
I'll
pocket.
put it in my pocket then. Yeah.
I'll go and see if I can grab
Yeah.
one of those.
Whilst you're grabbing me that, can you grab me a complaints procedure for your civilian staff?
See what the score is with it.
Yeah,
all right? Like you might get someone else come out and engage you in a second.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right, bud.
Who can I say I've spoken to?
My name's Sean.
Sean.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sean.
This is a crucial moment because the conversation is moving from a disagreement about photography into a question of accountability. The photographer asks for the woman's details, and when that request isn't immediately provided, asks for the complaints procedure. That is actually a much more constructive direction than continuing to argue face to face. If you believe somebody has acted improperly, one of the strongest things you can do is create a record. Get the relevant information, identify the organization involved, document what happened, and use the appropriate complaint channel. And there's another lesson here for anyone watching. Don't confuse confidence with authority. A person speaks.
Is it up? What's that then?
That's a Navy plane.
Is it? Why have they got that down here? I was actually down at the HMNB Plymouth the other day. Or Devonport, innit? But you can't see anything down there. It's all walled off. You can't see anything.
This is a pretty unsecure bloody site.
It is, isn't it? Like, I was thinking that walking around, to be fair, because I was surprised because this road is obviously public access.
Yeah.
But I think it runs straight through all of your land.
Well, you can see all the way along the perimeter fence. Really.
Yeah.
So it's not ideal.
Is there anything interesting to see along there? Any more planes or anything?
No, this is so. If you could get on a camp, which you can't,
No.
there are a couple of other things. There's an RAF museum,
Is there?
which is actually quite good.
I suppose it's like just go in there. You got to like hand over all your details and sign in and all of that. And
And
yeah.
it's- Like, but if you were interested, contact RAF Museum and they will escort you on and take you around the RAF Museum. I don't think you have to be a serving or ex-serving member to get on, but it's quite a good museum. Got a lot of interesting stuff in there.
I mean, it's crazy. You make a museum, and obviously you guys will be interested in the history of your own forces and that. But
I'm not ex-RAF. So,
are you not? No.
I'm not interested in that.
Okay. So what are you then? What service are you?
I'm ex-army.
You're ex-army. So what are you doing here if you're ex?
Because that was the ex-army that I was part of.
Oh, the 20th Engineer Regiment.
Yeah.
Get a picture of that. Nice. So you're here like on a visit, yeah?
For me?
Yeah.
No, I work here now.
Oh, right, okay.
I work with Sean.
Okay. How long did you serve for?
27 years.
It's a long time, isn't it? Long time. Posted all over the world? Posted all over the world?
Yeah.
Get to see some amazing stuff. Obviously, probably some horrors as well, unfortunately. But
yes, it goes with the job, doesn't it? Really?
Well, yeah.
I like to hear, so I like retire here and then
Yeah.
And then join the MPDS. So it's just not a place. Obviously, some people get excited, but you just have to forgive people for their excitement.
well, in a sense.
I don't know what she said to you.
She came out and I couldn't really hear her properly because I had my helmet on. I was stood back there, and then she was like, "Oh, maybe you need to take your helmet off." And I was like, "Why do I need to take my helmet off?" And then she was like, and then I heard her say, "Oh, you can't take pictures."
I can understand if your visor was down.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why we have the open face helmets, so to avoid them to carry it everywhere. But yeah, anyway, and then she was like, "Oh, you can't take pictures." Like, well, I am taking pictures, and then she's like, "Delete them." I was
She's
like,
not in charge of security. We are. So
Yeah.
She's just.
Now, look at how quickly the tone begins to change. Instead of escalating the disagreement, the conversation turns toward information, history, and procedure. The photographer asks for a complaints process, while the personnel begin explaining the site and even offer an information pack. This is a perfect example of why communication matters so much. Two people can disagree completely and still have a productive conversation if both sides remain calm. The moment somebody approaches with hostility, however, the other person naturally becomes defensive. And that's
"Oh yeah, yeah, very well, thank you. How are you?"
Just coming on a motorbike.
Yes, yeah. I had a nice ride down. Lovely day for it.
Filming me, sorry, I'm going to stand away from the camera.
Yes, I am filming. Yeah.
But so you're filming us?
Yeah. Just making a little video. So I came to take some pictures and make a little video of the base and that. Really. One of your staff came out very aggressively.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
She had like bob length sort of red hair, I think, from what I remember.
okay.
But yeah, she came out very aggressively, telling me I can't take pictures, take your helmet off, delete the pictures. She came out very aggressive. And then the two chaps in uniform came out in the guard room in there, and they were very polite, very professional. But yeah, unfortunately, the civilian staff lady in there was not so professional.
Well, not everybody likes to be filmed, that's the problem.
Well, she wouldn't have been filmed if she hadn't come out the building.
Well, yes, yeah.
Oh, so, you've got a massive plane on display there on standing guard.
That's a Buccaneer,
Yeah, Buccaneer. Apparently it's a Navy plane rather than a RAF plane.
Yeah. Do you have an interest? I brought you out some stuff actually.
They've literally just given me all of that.
Have they
I've just put it inside my pocket.
Oh,
in here.
they are good.
Yeah.
So they are good.
What I really wanted was a complaints procedure for civilian staff here, if you
The
have
complaints
it.
procedure,
Or a
what, as
contact.
in you'd like to make a complaint?
Yes, if you have like a contact information, an email address for somebody I can contact
Well, I
about
can
it.
give you a card. That's not a problem.
Yeah, that'd be grand. Yeah, just so I can
Yeah.
I can shoot an email over and then I
Yeah.
can send the clip of how aggressive that lady came out.
I'll give you my card because I'm the station MCO, which stands for Media and Communications. So anything media and communications wise,
Yeah.
basically I do. So
Yeah.
I'll get you one from the office because I have not brought them out with me.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, actually, no, it's in here.
Is it in there? Is it?
I think it's in. Let me just check. Yeah.
Well,
Have they given you one of these?
yeah, I've got that one in my pocket.
So there's an
I'll just take a
email
picture
just
just
here.
in case. Because if this is a pain to ride within my jacket, I might have to ditch it. But so just in case, because obviously I've got it on the inside of my jacket. If that's a nightmare riding it.
Yeah. So that's the public domain anyway, but that's fine. So
That's fine. That's brilliant. I'll give you a contact and I'll link you to the footage of how aggressively she came out and because it's not pleasant, Obviously, if I were like as the guy said in uniform, if I were coming out, my visor was down, or I had my snood up over my face, trying to be covert, I could understand a little bit more why you might be a bit more concerned. But when you come here, put a plane on display like that, obviously it's a piece of heritage, a piece of history.
We
for
always
the
welcome
UK.
people, and we always welcome interest, and we like people to take an interest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, you know, so definitely, no, that's a positive thing. And obviously, not everybody, you know, we have the right to obviously ask you certain things. Obviously, you're on a public road, you're free to do what you're doing. That's absolutely fine. But we will always take an interest.
Yeah, and that's not a problem at all.
Obviously, we're interested. Yeah.
Of course. Absolutely, and as you should be. It's a military base. You know, if I'm out here taking pictures, you want to come out and engage.
Course,
And it's about doing it in the right way, though. If you come across combative from the start, you're not going to get very far with anybody. You know, it's going to instantly put somebody on the defensive.
I apologise.
Yeah.
But that's but like I say, we don't all like to be filmed. But obviously, you know, that's life these days.
Yes, unfortunately, it is. Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's it. But no, if there's anything else you need,
No, not
like I
particularly.
say, you've got our email.
Yeah,
so,
I've got your email and that, and I've had a nice chat with those two and with you.
Yeah.
And that's
But
absolutely
if you want
fine.
any more information, but certainly, yes, we'd like to see the video.
Yes, yeah.
So if you can send that.
Yeah, I'll
through
send you a
to
link
me
across to that. No worries, not a
on
problem.
that email address, that'd be
Yeah,
brilliant.
not a problem at all.
Thank you very much. And have you got your details, please?
Not on me, no. You'll get my email address obviously when I email you.
Send us an email,
yeah.
and please tell us where the video is going to go.
Yeah.
And what are you going to plan on doing?
Potentially it'll get published online. You know, obviously, as I said, it's an interesting piece of history, and you know, we do like to show when we get positive interactions as much as any negative ones as well. You know, it's not about coming to cause drama, it's just coming to do photography as photographers
you're still
do.
filming now, aren't you?
Pardon?
You're
I mean, it's all
still
filming on
now,
here,
aren't
on everything, yeah.
No, but I'd prefer not to be filmed. But that's okay, that's fine.
This section gives us some valuable context. We're now hearing from someone with extensive military experience who has spent decades in the service and understands the difference between legitimate security concerns and ordinary public curiosity. And that context matters. A military installation obviously has genuine security responsibilities. Nobody is suggesting otherwise. But professional security isn't simply about assuming the worst whenever someone has a camera. It's about identifying an actual risk.
That has been RAF Honington. Oh, let's start that again. So, there we go. That has been RAF Honington. And very interesting little site that is, actually. Hiya. Pardon?
What are you doing?
I've just spoken to Sean and that in the main guard. He's fine. It's alright.
Sean who?
I know, whoever Sean in the main guard. I don't think he's not going to give me his full name and address.
What is it you're doing, please?
Pardon?
What is it you're actually doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Well, that's the question I'm asking you, mate.
Well, what does it look like I'm doing?
We're just chatting. But you're outside the military camp.
Well, you're blocking a road at the moment, so I suggest you move. Well, you're not parked because that person behind you can't get through.
I'm asking you a straightforward question, mate.
You're filming camp on your phone, that's why we
It's a
just
secure
Right.
location. And
Yeah.
it's our responsibility.
It doesn't look. Well, if it's that secure, you haven't got much to worry about, have you? If it's secure.
So, same question. I asked what you're doing.
And same question, same response. What does it look like?
I don't know, that's what we asked.
Well, you just said what he looks like I'm doing, so you've answered your own question, haven't you?
Okay, it looks like you're filming camp.
Right.
From inside there. That's why I asked what you're doing. Is that what you're doing?
I'm not from inside there. I'm out here. What are you on about?
So this is,
Mate, it's
That's a cute little puppy. Oh, he's so cute. I don't know if they can see it. Taking a picture of your puppy. It's cute.
stop it.
Why?
What is up with you?
What? I'm not allowed to take a picture of your puppy?
No.
Why?
This is mine.
Why are you doing it?
Pardon? Oh, he's answered the question for you, hasn't he? Well, you've answered it.
Why are you doing it?
That's a different question, isn't it? Yeah. So instead of repeating the same question repetitively, maybe like change your approach if one's not working, which you have now. Why I'm doing it is because I'm in public. It's an interesting place and it's a part of our history.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't I?
No, but that's why I asked you. I don't know why you're being so difficult.
Because, as I said, when you approached, and I said nicely, don't worry guys, I've already spoken to Sean in the main guard, and then you carry on, and I'm like, blocking the road. I don't know. I just said to you, Sean, in the main guard room, you can radio through, call through, get out and go talk to him.
But the way it comes across, it's Sean in the guard room. Who's he? I don't know his name. He's just Sean. You could have made
That's all I know.
Yeah, but you could have
Well, there's two of you here, like he's done now. Well, you could have done 5 minutes ago.
This is probably one of the most important exchanges in the entire video. The senior representative openly acknowledges that the photographer is on a public road and is free to carry out what he's doing, while also explaining that personnel may still take an interest in what someone is doing around a military installation. That is a much more balanced position. Security personnel don't have to ignore suspicious behavior, but members of the public don't automatically lose their ordinary rights simply because they're standing near a military site. The key is proportionality. If someone is actually crossing a restricted boundary...
One of you waits here, one of you goes in and checks. I don't have to... So what? I don't have to not be awkward with you. They are. Love it. Yours must be as well. I am speaking properly. I am. What, because I'm not answering your questions?
Yeah, but I asked you in a polite manner, and you're just going around the circle. You could just answer the question.
Because I don't want to answer questions, I don't have to answer your questions. You don't have authority over me out here. So then, like, if I don't want to answer your questions, be like, alright, no worries, and drive on. You know, I don't have to account myself to you. You speak to Sean and Sam. Thought so.
And this interaction is worth watching very closely because the tone is completely different from what we saw earlier. The representative doesn't simply demand answers. Instead, there's an attempt to understand what the photographer is doing, explain the station's position, and maintain a professional conversation. Even more interestingly, the representative asks to see the finished video. That tells you something important about how these encounters can be handled. You can protect security interests without automatically treating a camera as an enemy. You can ask questions without...
Exactly. Literally, just as I was leaving and doing a wrap-up outro, as I said, was having a... It's been such a mixed visit. You know, when they stopped, and I said, don't worry, I've already spoken to Sean in the main guard room, and they just keep on and on and on. You know, saying it's a secure location. I thought, well, if it's secure, you haven't got anything to worry about, have you? You've got people in the main guard room, you've got somebody on post up by the barriers. And yeah, there we have it. Right, hopefully that's actually going to wrap up the visit here at RAF Honington now. What an absolute crazy visit. You know, those two in that truck getting butthurt because I didn't want to answer their questions, and I told them I've spoken to Sean already, don't worry about it. And they're like, oh, who's Sean? I was like, I don't know, Sean from the main guard room. Like he's going to give me his full name and details. He doesn't have to, does he? He's told me his name's Sean, he works in the main guard room. Go find out.
Now we're reaching the most legally sensitive part of the encounter. The people in the vehicle are repeatedly asking the photographer what he's doing and why he's there. But here's the important distinction. Asking a question is not automatically the same as possessing the legal authority to demand an answer. The exact powers available in any particular situation depend on the circumstances and the legal authority being relied upon. That's why it's dangerous to make broad assumptions simply because someone is associated with a military installation. At the same time, the photographer's decision...
I think they have absolute power over civilians outside of their base, when, quite frankly, they don't. Yeah, I don't know if any of you can lip read and figure out what those two were whispering about inside the truck when he came back. Yeah, anyways, as we were saying, I'm going to wrap up here and head on to the next spot, which I think is going to be the job centre. I was going to go there straight after this, but decided to swing by here. And hopefully it's a bit better down there. But yeah, there we go. As always, guys, stay safe.
And somehow, right in the middle of all this tension, the puppy becomes the unexpected comic relief. But underneath that funny moment is actually a useful lesson. The photographer offers a very simple solution. One person stays with him while another person goes inside and checks with the guardroom. That's it. No argument required. No confrontation required. No endless repetition required. Just verify the information. In professional security work, verification is everything. If someone claims they've already spoken to a person inside the facility, the obvious next step is to confirm that information through the appropriate channel. And that's why this moment matters. The problem isn't necessarily that people are asking questions. The problem is what happens when questions continue even after a straightforward method of verification has been suggested. Sometimes the easiest way to resolve a disagreement is simply to check the facts.